Hello. Many of you out there are probably wondering what's going on with EveryCook. How how will it go on? When will we finally ship and deliver the first devices? And unfortunately, we are at a point where I can't tell you. By the middle of last year, I went all in. I quit my job. I jumped into the pool, which was pretty freezing water actually. We tried to get into many accelerators. We tried to convince investors that there is a market for EveryCook and that there is an opportunity to make money. Unfortunately, this didn't work out, and I ended up at a point where I didn't know where I could pay my bills. Luckily, Samuel then, my co-founder, jumped in and saved the company, made it possible that the company paid my last salary, which was again from our pockets, and he took over the CEO job so I could look for a job, because it's pretty hard to look for a job while you are CEO of a startup company. And now I finally have a job. My family and I can still live in this apartment you see here. And we still believe that EveryCook is an awesome product. We see how the market is going on, that more and more connected cooking devices are coming up. But in the meantime, we are in a quite pricey segment. We still believe that we want to build quality, and quality has its price, but it's very hard to convince investors that the people are going to spend more than $1,000, and they prefer to have something around $100 and make millions of it, instead of having $1,000 to $2,000 device and sell just a few thousands of it. Even if at the bottom line it comes out to be nearly the same, because we would have a better margin on EveryCook. So yeah, I can only kindly ask you to stay tuned. If we are ready to ship, we will inform you, of course. We will first ship a development kit, because if we do it by our own means, getting a certification, a CE certification for Europe or a UL certification for the US, is something we definitely can't afford. But if we sell it as a development kit, we don't have that liability issue. Of course, if you would be the buyer of such a development kit, we would follow you closely and help you to have a safe operation of that device. And we had some issues, especially about the motor, because we want to have a brushless motor, because we think that's the state of the art of a motor. A brushed motor, where making sparks and dust and even ozone is not an option for us. To get in contact with manufacturers, especially of motors, but also of CNC parts like this one, I went to China. It was an amazing experience to be in China, to see how buzzing the whole economy, the whole society is over there. I mean, in China nearly everyone is a businessman, and everyone listens to you how they could do something, compared to what I have here in Europe, where the first question is how many units will you produce. If it's less than a few hundreds, then they don't even start talking to you. So we keep going, of course, at a bit slower pace than when I was all in. I mean, I have a 100% job, but still I'm not watching TV in the evenings. I'm working on EveryCook and looking how I can get suppliers to get the things done. and as soon as we have all the parts together, I will probably spend many hours in my lab to get it up and running. In the meantime, we have started, a part of our team has started a project they call DigiMeals, where it's only about the digital ecosystem, because some of us thought it's easier to raise money in a pure digital business without hardware. So there's the DigiMeals project going on, where we will try to connect many different devices to one common ecosystem, because we see there's more and more connected devices coming up, but every connected device is connected to its own ecosystem. So if you as a consumer will have two devices, you will have to handle two ecosystems, which is definitely not comfortable for you. Yeah, I'm sorry that I can't tell you we're ready to ship, and I certainly took a few wrong decisions in the past, but I regret none of them. It was a great time, it was a great experience, and it will be in the future, I'm very sure. So, as I said, stay tuned, thank you for watching, and bye bye.